interesting, isn't it? Sitting down and watching yourself. Pretty interesting. This is to show to the journey, how it all began for me within this space, the WORDCAFE podcast. Yep, 5 good years. So I'm trying to relive the moment, how it all began, how the dream, the concept, how we put everything together. The WORDCAFE podcast started in my bedroom, yes, 5 years ago. But the real story behind the WORDCAFE podcast actually started when I turned 40. Yes, I know I've shared that story somewhere. If you've listened, if you've been following, I've shared that story. But it started when I turned 40, 2017, on my 40th birthday. Yes, that was when all of it started. And it snowballed into the COVID year. You remember, from 2019, 2020, and all of that, the world, as it were, became dark. A lot of things happening. I was like, okay, what do I do? I remember my wife encouraging me. Yeah, encouraging me you like talking, you like speaking, you like words. Why not build on it? And that's how it all began. Then I had to go sit on some experienced hands to learn. Yeah, I had to sit with somebody like Fela Dorotoye, go through his program, learn and all of that. That was Speak for Gold. That's the name of that program. Then sat with, I call her the podcast queen, Tombra Wonshwago. Took lessons, how to podcast, what to do, and all of that. There's this saying that a good number of us, you've heard about it. The light is at the end of the tunnel. But I came to discover, no. I was made to understand the light is in you. You discover the light and walk out of the tunnel. Wow. You need to discover the light of His Word in you and pick up that light and walk out of the tunnel. That's how it all began. And so that journey has been amazing, I must say. Pretty cool. Cool, yes, very cool. And it's 5 years. How has it been through this 5 years? I've learned a lot. Yeah, I've met a lot of people, generated a lot of content, thoughts, putting it out there. And it's so exciting, pretty exciting, knowing that. I always say this on the show, not because I want to make you feel good, but that's the truth. Much more why I'm sitting down here every now and then curating thoughts and having guests on the show, interviewing them and speaking, is because somebody, yes, you need it out there. You need it. You need to hear it. You need to get this encouragement. You need to get this, should I say, jolt of energy that will propel you to the next phase. So it's been that way. I remember the first episode I recorded was my experience growing up as a child with reading. I had a challenge with reading when Miss Jones, my primary school teacher, came to the rescue. I remember that episode, and it began. And for this 5 years, we've recorded almost 276 or 77 episodes. And let us put it in time frame, like in minutes. Only God knows how long that is. And the listening, the viewers, the downloads, the following. But listen, this is my excitement, that you are there listening. You are there, always expecting something from moi, us within the WORDCAFE space. The Word Cafe has presented an amazing platform for me as a person, as an individual, yes, to build thoughts, to build conversations, to build ideas, that I have seen transform the world I see myself in. Now, let me tell you, the Word Cafe also has presented this unique platform. And somebody will ask, what is the Word Cafe all about? So let me tell you what the Word Cafe is all about in a nutshell. Listen. Now listen. I am the wordsmith, your neighborhood word trader. I trade in words to profit my word. Exactly these words, they are the, what I say, guiding principle of this space. So I observe what happens, around me. Around me is not just my immediate environment. Now I'm talking about the world, the globe, what's happening in the US, what's happening in Africa, what's happening in Far East Asia. So I try to bring all of this into the space, economics, politics, spirituality, bringing you closer to your words, coming to see the power behind the things we say, you say, and all of us. So we are living in the reality of spoken words every day. These words could be conscious or unconscious. And the Word Cafe has also provided a platform to reach out to people, expand my social, what I call it, network, which, I've had them on the show before. You see a couple of them on the show. I met a good number of them on LinkedIn, exchanging ideas. And it's like, why not? If not, let's join in. And that's what the platform has presented. Also, it has presented an opportunity to help people. Yep. I have helped a couple of people on their book project. Their book project. Couple of people. It's an exciting experience. When you sit with an individual trying to curate a thought and create that amazing thought, put it out there. That's what this platform has helped me. Some published, some yet to be published. I remember when I sat with my wife to write her book, The Kitchen Millionaire. Sometimes they'll tell you, that's one difficult thing to do, to sit with your spouse or something. Well, I had to go through it, like to help her, hear her out, be patient with her. That's what this space has also taught me. Patience. Be patient with yourself, be patient with the people around you. And again, you come to see that the evolution of your life reflects on all of them, and that's what this platform has done. And someone will ask, so for these 5 years, or for the next 5 years, what is your expectation? I have huge expectations for the Word Cafe podcast. It is now my strong desire. It's not just about the podcasting now. It is going beyond the pod. You get me? Beyond the pod, reaching out to people out there and making the best of what we have. So let me tell you something. Each time you talk about excellence, perfect or near perfect conversations, we always look to the West. Like Oprah, Jerry Springer, all of that. Yeah, there's something from Africa. It's called the Word Cafe podcast. It's called the Word Cafe. It's driven by this space, by the grace of God. And that's what I desire for the future, where we come to see African solutions with a global appeal, conversations, our thoughts that are excellently curated and presented to the world, solutions that are not just African-centric, but rather human-centric, because you can apply it anywhere in the world and you're going to have solutions from the Word Cafe podcast. I see the Word Cafe podcast having collaborations with similar minds, great minds, minds that are hungry to see the world lit up by the light of God, and we come together to create such amazing signages that would resound and reverberate, into generations untold, unborn, and all of that. That it's my desire. Everybody understands somehow, so that's what I look forward to. The Word Cafe, having a space where people come, sit, hear words. So let me tell you something. I'm a believer. Yeah, I guess you figured that out. Okay, yeah, I am. So 100% of my thoughts are hinged on the Word of God. But that doesn't mean I don't read other materials and all of that. But my conviction is rooted in the Word. And from the Word, it stems, it grows. Jesus said, the words I speak, they are life and they are spirit. So there is no end in that. Nothing can stop that word. Absolutely nothing. And that is where the Word Cafe stems from, that drive. And someone will ask, okay, so how do you get your inspiration? For these 5 years, how have you been? Don't you run out of things to say, what to say? Actually, I don't. I'll tell you why. I observe my environment, everything around me. I try to listen. I try to pay attention. I try to slow myself down. That is what this space has taught me. It's not being slow now, but being observant. And if you have to be observant, somehow you need to slow your pace. Listening, your listening becomes heightened, your seeing becomes heightened, your empathy becomes heightened. It has helped me. So I could be in a conversation with an individual or taking a walk. I see something happen, I engage. Instantly I engage. And from that engagement, I begin to churn out thoughts that I would share with the, not necessarily exposing anybody. And my family, my children, my wife, my daughter, she's one person who, she comes up with so many questions. And in trying to answer her, I come to see things to share with my audience, with the world, more like seeing the world through the eyes of maybe a 5-year-old or a 6 years. She's 10 plus now, and all of that. So that is what it is. Even at work. Yeah, I work, for your information. I work. So I listen. I try to listen to my colleagues. I try to put myself in their shoes in a corporate sense, and I listen. So I get that from there. Do I get tired of talking? Sincerely speaking, I don't. I only speak as I am led. If you understand what that means. So I don't get tired of talking. I don't get tired of what to say. It feels good. I enjoy it because I'm not just blabbing. I'm not just jesting. I'm not just chattering. I am curating words. I am transacting, like I said. I trade in words to profit my world. So there is a profit out there. So I need to do enough trading, trading words in a good way. And that's what I do. And it's super exciting. Each time I come into this space, I just come alive. There's this light, it just boom, comes alive, and it's been amazing. I want to say thank you to you for being there. Yes, you, particularly you, supporting us, listening to us. I want to say a very big thank you to my wife. She's been a very huge support on this journey. I want to thank my camera crew, my cameraman. You see all these nice videos you're seeing and pictures. They're amazing people I work with. My camera guy, his name is Jeff. Yeah, sometimes he gets on my nerves, but for a good reason. So all those angles, he tell me, no, sit like this, no, do like this, and all of that. So he's an amazing person. Then I have the guy behind the still cameras, Alex. Alex is a basketball player who is shooting for me, you know. He doesn't shoot this kind of, he does this now. So most of the pictures you see and all of that, I want to say a very big thank you to all of them, all of them. My boys and my girl, I want to say a very big thank you. I want to say thank you to Fela Durotoye. A lot of you know him, yes. I was privileged to meet him, and somehow God used him to point me in that direction. You are gifted in this field, in this space. And he spoke these words, encouraged me, and today we're doing this. I know tomorrow we'll do much more. I want to appreciate him. I want to appreciate also my pastor, Dr. Andrew Osakwe. You know, some of the spaces you see me record in, yeah, he has a lot to do with him. Yeah, I want to say a very big thank you. If I didn't call your name, don't feel bad, because I know you're there and I appreciate you. Sincerely, I do. I do. I have this support system. You know, my support system is unusual. Yeah, I have to say thank you to Olamide. You know, Olamide is one person who's practically, he's always there to ask questions. Have you done this? Have you not done this? Have you considered this? You know. Then my brothers, yes, my biological brothers. One of these days I'll bring them on set for you to see them. You know, my brothers, I have 8 brothers for your information. Yes, no girl, no sister, just 8 boys. So I'm grateful to God for all of this. If I should call everybody's name, I will keep going on and on and on and on. But I just want to say a very big thank you to you, you know, being there. Those of you in Nigeria, outside Nigeria, in diaspora, you know, supporting and all that. I have to say this. And I hope we can get this aspect, a bite of it for you to see. There are amazing personalities in Nigeria with amazing stories, ideas, like me, yes. Wherever you are listening, don't be afraid to come to support what we do. We will not let you down. No, we won't let you down. Do you know why we won't let you down? Because God would hold us responsible. We won't let you down. I'm super excited. Thank you. The Word Cafe, 5 years of podcasting. All right, guys. I am happy. Don't mind my being quiet or being solemn. Sometimes that's how I celebrate. You know, when I become quiet, I reminisce. I go back in time to appreciate His goodness and where He's bringing me from. So this is the Word Cafe podcast. Welcome to the Word Cafe live show, the space where we come in to lean on one another's experience to forge a positive path. My name is Amachree Isoboye.